Hey there, it's me, Kelly, the Take Action Mom. How are ya? I'm here helping stay-at-home moms take action to create profitable blogs. And how I'm doing that today is by showing you how to use two free tools to create Pinterest optimized images that you can use on your blog. Um, you can do this with your own images, or I'm going to show you how to use it, how to do it using free images. And what I love about this, it's got three things that I absolutely love. It's easy, it's pretty, and it's free. That, that fits all the requirements for me when I'm looking for images for my blog. So let's get right to it, shall we? If you follow my blog at all, you know that I love Pinterest. And I get the vast majority of my traffic comes from Pinterest. And the reason is because I've been creating images that look good on Pinterest. But it wasn't always like that, and you can see that here on this blog, on this post. Back in the day, about 2 years ago, before I really got into Pinterest, I was creating this image. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks great on my blog, as does the other one down here. But they aren't really great for Pinterest, because for Pinterest you want your images to be tall and brightly colored so that they attract attention and get clicks and repins. And this just isn't doing the job, and you can see here it's not even getting a lot of shares. So this post has not done as well as I would like it to. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how I create a new image for this post. And I do that by using two tools. The first one is Pixabay, pixabay.com, which is a site where I find free images. And you can see there, you can do a search here for whatever it is you're looking for, and you can see that they have plenty of images that are free for commercial use. They're public domain, and you do not need to add any attribution to them. And that's exactly what I want for my blog. And this is a great looking image that I found. I did a little search before I got started, so I wouldn't have to waste your time doing that. The second tool that I use is PicMonkey. And I used to download the image here, click on free download, and download this, save it to my computer, and then go to PicMonkey and reopen that image. But I have since discovered the PicMonkey Chrome extension tool, which allows me to simply click and choose the image that I want. You can see this is, if I choose this, it's going to select the whole, everything that's shown in the browser and pull that into PicMonkey. I don't want all that. I just want the specific image. So I'll click right there, and it automatically opens up PicMonkey, and boom, 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 loads my image. Wow, how easy is that? So that's getting us to the first step. You've got our image here. And if you watch through to the end of this, I'll show you how you can get that extension for yourself. But first of all, let's go ahead and make this ready for Pinterest. Now this pin is already nice and tall, which is great for Pinterest, but I want to make it even taller. Now, how am I going to do that? You say, well, I can't exactly grab it and stretch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it narrower, and that's going to make it appear taller in the Pinterest feed. So I'm going to go here to crop, and I'm going to pull this up, use the full height, but I'm not going to use quite the full width. I'm going to put this to about 400. You can see over here the actual size. You can even go in here and just change it if you want. I'll change that to 400 right there. And I want to pull it over here to the left. I think I'm going to put it right there. I really want this color in it, but I want the guy looking over to the right. Nah, let's go ahead and do this because I want some of that extra color. Having the extra color in there is going to make it stand out even a little more in Pinterest because you've got the juxtaposition of two contrasting colors here. So that draws more attention. So let's go ahead and apply that. And now we've got a Pinterest image that's even taller than it was to start with, and we're ready to go. So the next step is adding our blog title. That's all we had to do to get this image ready. The next thing we're going to do is add our blog title. I'm going to select a font that I want to use, put add text, and I'm going to put this the full width of my image here so that I can make sure it's centered. And then I'm going to type in the name of my blog post, and that's that's a capital, developing your strengths and finding your passion. Now, I'm going to click outside of that box, and then I'm going to click bold so that we get nice bolded text. I'm going to center it in that box. Then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go here to this bar, the size. We're just going to drag it until it makes it a little bit bigger there. I think that's perfect right there. Now, whoops, didn't need to close that. Now, we have two options here. You can see that the black text doesn't really show up well against this image. It's a little hard to read. And I don't want it to be hard to read. I want people to be able to read it very clearly. So I'm going to come over here and click on that box right there. And you see that it turns the cursor into an eyedropper. Do it again. Come over here, watch, click, and there's an eyedropper. And you can pull that eyedropper to wherever you want and select a color by clicking again. So I pulled it over here to the white, and I selected, now I've got white. And you can see that stands out just fine. Now there is another thing you can do if you prefer. Let's go back to the black text, and we're going to go here to overlays, and we'll choose a rectangle. The first thing I'm going to do is right click on this and send it to back so that it will go behind my text. I'm going to change the color just like I did the other one, click the eyedropper and choose white. And then I'm going to put it here behind my text. Make sure that it completely fills in behind the text. As a matter of fact, I think I'll make it just a bar across the whole top. That looks good. And then we can fade that. So you see that the text stands out much clearer now. And you've got even a little something else that's kind of that draws the attention by putting that bar on there. Now, the last thing we need to do is put your blog name on there. I recommend that you always use the same font, or if you have a logo, that's even better, that you can use to put on your images so that people learn to recognize them and know when it's your image. I use this unkempt font for my blog name always. And we'll type it in here, the Take Action WOM. And we're going to make that, whoops, we're going to make that bold. I'm going to make it smaller. And then I'm going to change the color, and instead of white, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick this kind of peachy corally color that's in the image. I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm going to fade it so that it's not drawing too much attention away from my actual blog name. And there you go. What was that? 3 minutes, and we've got an image that's Pinterest ready, Pinterest optimized. It was free, using all free tools, and it's ready to go on my blog. All I have to do is save it. And when you save, do make sure that you save as a ping. You want to use pings for the images on your blog because they look better as when they're resized. Like if it goes from a cell phone to a desktop and it gets resized, it looks better without getting blurry or pixelated. So I'm not going to save that right now because I've already done one and got it saved. But I do want to show you very quickly before I go where you can download this PicMonkey extension for Chrome. And to do this, you're going to go to picmonkey.com, like we've got here, and you're going to put /tools. Leave this page. It was asking me to save it because it didn't know I already have one. And right here you see the PicMonkey extension for Chrome. There's also a PicMonkey editor for Chrome that you can open up as a Chrome app, but I found that wasn't really that big a help for me. But this extension is such a time saver because I don't have to download an image before I can use it in PicMonkey now. I can just find the image that I want to use in Pixabay or in Mordfile or any other free stock image site. Make sure that it is a free image. Do not use this on images that you do not have permission to use, please. It's so important. And then just come down here and click on Get It Now, and you can install it on your Chrome browser. It is only available for Chrome. So you'll need to make sure that you're using Chrome for this. And that's it. That's what I've got for you today. I hope you learned something. If you did, please go down in the description. I'd love to have you sign up and opt into my email list so that you can get my newsletters. I send out tips and tricks and blogging information for stay-at-home moms who are trying to create an income from blogging. And until the next time, keep taking action.